Welcome back to Factorio Seablock and TSM, episode number 107. To resume from where we left off at last episode. Ooh. Okay, so we were building this train stop. We found out that we had an issue with our gems here because we are not using filtered or filter inserters, so we need to sort that out rather promptly. We also, if we're going to make this work, because I have all of the landfill on me right now, I might just quickly run round and see if we can apply the landfill that we need. These guys look like they could probably be taken out by a sniper turret. Or at least one of them could. Oh, what's your range? 38. In that case, we will have to get a little bit closer, I think. Sniper turret. There. I just don't want to blow up all of the... I don't know how many of these puffers I need to get going in a reasonable sort of period of time. Okay, we are going to need our big guns for those guys. Big electric pole. Plasma turret. Yeah, that will do. What are these things? Big. Can't quite reach yet either. In fact, oh no, we can't ignore them. What sort of range are they? Are they sniper territory? They could be. All we need to do is fill this out properly. I think the reason it's not filling out properly is because I actually got rid of the tiles. All right. Well, these bots are a little bit faster. This isn't taking particularly long, but we need to speed it up further still. I should just be able to sprint around here and have all of this area filled out. We will work towards that very soon. We need the rails down as well. 62 probably won't get us all the way around. Oh. There we go, that's the one I'm after. Seems to have a small problem just here. Let's apply that again then. Yes, and as you can see, I haven't, as of yet, upgraded to the latest version. I'm a little bit concerned always that the latest version brings with it the possibility that the mods don't work properly or it breaks your game in progress. I'm going to have to upgrade. Obviously, version 1 is coming out, and I'll need to get onto version 1 because, aside from anything else, I need to make sure that TSM and SpaceX work properly on version 1. Basically, as soon as it comes out. I mean, I can always degrade again, but it's better if you don't have to. So as soon as there's a stable version of Seablock on version 1 of Factorio, we'll probably be on it to continue the series, because as good a progress as we've made, we're still quite a long way away from our ultimate goal here of launching an interstellar spacecraft. So, somewhere up here, we need to come across. We're probably still a little bit too early. And up here to where we have our loading station for, that's, yeah, one more up, for the rubies. And actually, just for appearances, let's change that over to a fish on the right hand side, so it won't keep putting mess at the end of there, and we can do it up here as well. Just because we can, whoops, I didn't want to take rubies, I wanted to get rid of any that I had. Right, you guys need to, what are you now? You are fast stack inserters. You can become fast stack filter inserters. And the recipe that you pick up should be like I think we can take it directly from here. Yeah, set filter, and we'll need this sort of mechanism as well to return items as required. Set filters. Oh, and you need to be doing pickup from. Oh, they're all on a slant now. That's not what we wanted. Okay, you're doing pickup from there. Yeah, that's better. Set filters, right, and one more stack filter inserter, which we need more red wire for. There it is. You will blacklist set filters, and whatever you pick up can just be dropped onto that belt, and these inserters can place it back in here. That will fix the cause of the problem. Now let's fix the symptom. Which I think was, actually I might turn off the logistic networks. This was the one that got blocked and has a huge number of gems deployed in obviously a completely incorrect way. So I'll try and find a way through here. And this is still no good because the we now have issues with generating enough resin, or the actual boards that we need to use. Okay. I think it's this one. Yes. Actually, what we need to do is we need to get rid of gems being in here, first of all. That's going to be a challenge, isn't it? Yes, it is. Logistics. I don't actually need to be carrying 100 of these guys anymore. I think 40 is more than adequate, but that's not going to give me enough room for these gems. I don't need to be carrying those. Yeah, they stack to 100, so we are woefully short here, in fact. Let's see what I can craft. I can craft a steel chest. That's probably the most useful for now. And we can just deposit some random stuff into it. Turn our logistics off. Grab all of those. Now it makes sense to purge this line of gems. What is your 2.3? So it's quite possible it's causing an issue. I'm also picking up rubite chunks, which clearly I don't want. Okay. You can have all of those back. So we've actually got 1,200, in fact, of the polished rubies. Which is great in a way. It means that, well, I'm not that keen on hand delivery, but the hand delivery process is going to result in the fact that we're not going to need to pick up some rubies for a while, so I don't need to worry about creating a train for them for a little while. I will deposit them here though. So there's the rubies. We've fixed that problem that we came up with last time. Now, rubies I basically want to have join in here. Let's go and pick up all of our stuff now. What are you? Why aren't you just going? Oh, because we turned that off. Okay. We turned it off so that we wouldn't accidentally pick up more. Got to be a little bit more careful of potential trains on the way here. almost there. We could probably cut through here. Not entirely sure if it's saving us much, but maybe it is. And pick up our stuff. None of that included rail. Okay, never mind. Oh, while we're here, just clear that out. So, that should fix rubies. They're still fairly slow in the production, but we have enough to make, I think that's going to be 1200 science if it's 1 per yellow science. It is, no, it's not in there. So it's 1 per virtual particle injector, and we actually get 2 science. So we only need half a ruby per yellow science. So we have enough just in that warehouse for 2,400 yellow science now, which is quite good. It's a good start. Probably need to change you to that. Is that right? Okay, so yes, this one goes up. If that one goes up, then this one is not correct. We're out of tech. Okay. Tech. Okay, we now have the other pink science in a relative abundance, I guess. Do I need more fluid handling? Not really. I mean, this is just the Bob's tanks. We already have better tanks, I think. It doesn't say what those store, but I think we already have better tanks. It's only if we need better pumps, and we're not yet at the point where the pumps are desperate, so it's not fluid handling. We're not really needing armoured railway. I don't mind getting bigger substations. We probably don't actually need them. Is there anything else? There's actually not that much left here. Personal Roboport Mark III, that's 400. Alright, well, we'll do this one. That's armoured as well. Braking force could help. That one's probably better, and we can put braking force in at the end. By the time we get there, we're probably ready to go back to some of these guys. Let's just do that for now. Ooh, blue. What has happened to blue? Why would blue be out? No naphtha. Base mineral oil has got to 100 again. That is a problem. Okay. That is a problem. Let's go fix our problem. We can't just leave problems like that because it's stopped our scientific progress. We don't really have a lot more room just up here. I have another tank though. It should actually be safe maybe just to shove a tank in here. And what we'll do is we'll come out to there. Hopefully there's a recipe for cracking base mineral oil or something of that nature. Base mineral oil. Steam cracking. Base mineral oil, product, synthesis gas, and residual gas. I think it's time we started doing that, to be quite honest. That would be better than this thing. Does base mineral oil come by here at all? Doesn't appear to. It first starts way up here. No, it comes down here. Where does that start? That goes from there. Okay. Steam cracking mineral oil to syngas. Synthesis gas and residual gas. And what do we do that in? Steam cracker 1. What are these? Steam cracker 1s. Okay, let's have a steam cracker 1. Oil and gas separator. Steam crack. We can actually go to steam cracker 3s. Let's start with a steam cracker 1. Yes, I know I've been mildly sidetracked once again. But, I mean, really, the amount of this base mineral oil that we've started accumulating is beyond a joke. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 7 full tanks of this stuff, even though we are actually using a little bit of it. So we have to do something about that. Steam cracker. Now, where's steam? There is steam around here. Steam is here. I might make another one of those wonderful titanium pipes. You can move. It's not going to work. It's not going to work from just there anyway. But we've got this one. I don't actually need the wonderful titanium there. We can just go to there. That gets us steam. And this one. So, we have residual gas, which can hook into this pipe. At the moment, it's completely empty. Maybe we'll use the titanium pipe there. And the syngas, which we probably want to have hook in here. I probably only want to use it as a top-up though. So do I have a top-up? Check valve, non-return. Never have the ones that you need. No, we don't have a top-up. So as much as I want to get rid of this, we are only going to top up. I don't know what rate this is producing at, but even if this starts exhausting our supply, I mean, I can easily limit how far down this can go if it's a problem. We have a very big problem to get through if it is a problem. Okay, back to the main event. First of all, let's get the rubies to sit on the other side of the processing units, I think it was. The rubies are supposed to come in here. Should just blow this stupid thing up. How many explosives do I actually have? They're not in there anymore, are they? Explosives, 10. Can make explosives with toluene, which we might end up doing at some point. That can only really make one, but it would possibly be enough to blow all that up. Is it worth it? Or do we just go round this for now? Better be a filter inserter. Actually, we certainly don't need more than one. And you will be doing gems. Okay, next we need silicon nitride. For that, we need to bring in the silicon. What's the process we're actually doing to make... I knew it wasn't straightforward. We need hydrogen chloride. But that in itself isn't that difficult a process. Especially since the hydrogen... Actually that... Let's have a look at silicon ingots, see what options we have. Silicon ingots. I don't need you at the moment. Silicon ore and carbon. This is the one that we're doing here. What's the third one? Silane gas. We would need aluminium ingots and hydrogen gas. Oh, that doesn't really give us what we want. Does it? Alumina, that's definitely not what we want, no. Silicon ingot 3. 90 silane gas. Oh, I see. It makes alumina. Which was one of those products that we had all sorts of difficulties getting to where we needed with our gem process. So maybe that's not actually such a bad thing to be doing that. But then we need aluminium ingots, so we're making another problem. Okay, I don't think we need to head that way. So it's either we bring carbon in. I might just do that because it's easy. It's not our most efficient, but it's easy. And we're not going to be using these in huge quantity, I wouldn't think. Carbon we've got on the bus. We just need a blast furnace. Do I have a blast furnace on me? Yeah, these are blast furnaces. No. And we need extra stone brick. All right. Let's get some stone brick. Maybe I should get the bots coverage so it covers all this area and get the bots to fill this out. Because if I'm going to need to extend things like the carbon, I think that's carbon, it would save me a little bit of time. Are we going to get yellow science this episode? Probably only if I make it a very long episode. Well, at least a little bit over time. We'll see. We will see. There just seems to be quite a few things that we still need to patch together before we're going to get there. Blast, that's chemical, blast furnace 1. If I didn't mention it the last episode, the reason I'm obviously pushing for logistic boxes, which is what we're aiming for with our yellow science, is because then I can set up a proper bot-based mall, and that will completely automate, or enable me to completely automate my outpost builder mechanism, and that will make our ability to progress significantly faster. So I want you to have one of those and one of those, because we've got plenty of room for them. I could put you there, but I should go there. Green wire, just because it looks very close to this, doesn't it? But it is actually coming from the warehouse. So this will be if silicon ore is less than 8,000, say, that can be our P. And this one here can be if trains on the way is less than P. Then we can use our schema for silicon, and we've got a train already coming. Oh, the trains need to be able to unload. I think at this point we are up to, we just use express inserters everywhere. You need to drop there, and to make this one just as fast, we'll make it drop there. They've got a shorter distance to swing, so they move slightly faster. It's quite cool that that mechanic exists. It actually means instead of just using this default 180-degree swing, you should try and make this happen more often. I wonder if this train is able to get here. No, it cannot. Probably because there is a problem. Oh yeah, I know there's a problem. We don't have enough rail. To turn that on. Get some more rails so that the silicon can turn up. Means I'll have to at least get back into the network. Maybe that's why I had my network. Guys, well, there's the network. I think that's the end of it. It's mainly this one I'm after, guys. No, I don't need 10 of those. I need 0 of those at this point. We've got 100. Probably worth waiting until that turns up to, well, 194 is probably as good as any. And we probably need some more signals around here as well. Ooh. We are getting some tech done, so that's always to the good. Can my bots reach over to there? No. Oh, never mind. Can't quite insert the artifacts just at the moment. Maybe if we put those in there for the moment. Purple. Where are these guys? No. 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 Ah, here we go. Purple. Right, that got all of them. I think a train just came by as well, so it would appear I don't actually need to do anything as long as it's able to get out of here. Get out of here. So, our processing to get the silicon nitride is we need the silicon powder, which needs silicon ingots. And the silicon ingots need our blast furnace. Where did that guy end up? There it is. Blast furnace, which is going to make silicon ingots. In fact, I could just feed it directly from this. I'm slightly loath to do that because it generally restricts your options, but for now, let's just do it anyway. And you also need to be supplied with carbon. A as a fuel and B as part of the ingredient. I think you're carbon, aren't you? Yes. With a bit of luck, we should be able to just not quite run straight down, but almost run just straight down. I'm also going to rescue that landfill back, just in case we need it. It looks like I am out, but that's not that big a problem, because what we need to do is where this comes out, which would be here. We need to go all the way to here via undergrounds. So that these paths can continue, although I'm unlikely to actually build this too much further. To be yellow is basically the end of the line as far as this is concerned, I suspect. So that gets us our ingots eventually. Should do. Maybe I'll make it a stack inserter. Why wouldn't you? And then ingots to powder is simply one of these machines. It looks like it's quite slow, so I probably want a couple of assembly machine 4s if we can make them. We can only make one, and then we are short of brass, perhaps. Brass? No, advanced circuits. I don't actually know how much of this stuff I need, but kind of would have expected it in one of those places, but it looks like it's under that one. Okay, silicon powder. Oh, almost here. So, tech. Silicon nitride. Right, so we need to make the nitride. Usage, silicon nitride. Add nitrogen gas. Anything else? No. Add nitrogen gas. Nitrogen can come from compressed air, and that's about it. So we need to have compressed air. Beautiful. Compressed air. Air compressor. The Mark II as well. Air filter, rather. Let's start with the Mark I. There's room to improve it if we need to. compressed air. Kind of slow. 6 seconds for 200. Okay. And then from compressed air, you need a chemical plant. Guess we'll make a new one. Start with a Mark 1. It's probably not fast enough. No. What are we looking for? Nitrogen, purified water. That one. Leave a space so that if need be we can add more of these, or we can add more of these feeding into the same machine. Whichever one it turns out we actually need. And then to get to the silicon nitride, it looks like we need electric chemical furnaces or electric multi-purpose furnace times 2 or 3. Okay, what are our options? That is no good. Electric furnace. Electric multi-purpose furnace. Metal mixing furnace, chemical furnace. We could do those fairly easily. Maybe we do 3 of the electric chemical furnaces. Lots of recipes for these things. What I could do, just to save on belts and things, is something like this. I don't want your carbon. Electric chemical furnace. That's not the recipe that we require. The best way is probably to do something like this, where we use underground so that we've got a good place to export this product. That's what I want to do. Okay, we have oxygen coming out of this as well. The oxygen, for now, can just go into our good old friend, the flare stack. How are we doing? Still have a little bit of time, perhaps. Silicon nitride. Now, construction of these things. We also need insulated wire. While I'm here, grab those. Okay, so we've made the rubber, which we need for the insulated wire. Let me see where the insulated wire actually is. Maybe it's not in Bob's, it's been moved into somewhere in the Angels area. We probably can't handcraft these things. There it is. Right, insulated wire. It needs rubber plus 2 tinned copper wire. Okay. So I need to get rubber way down there as well. So there's a couple of things that we need to move. What capacity do you have? You actually have a tiny bit. Okay. Naphtha is still not where we really need it to be. What is the problem here? You have carbon monoxide. You make carbon monoxide. Oh, that's all you're doing with it, is it? You're making carbon monoxide. This one makes naphtha, but you don't have enough synthesis gas. That's because this can only plug into this one. Can't plug into this other one. That's a bit silly. In fact, we probably only really want the single one here. Rather than coming out of the two of them, probably just one would suffice. That's a lot better. That should be helping our naphtha somewhat, as this should be more or less continuous. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. Yet another thing for later. Rubber is way up here. I wonder if any of these are actually full. No, doesn't look like it. Here's our rubber. We have 3.9k of the rubber. This is an input only. Where are we relative to down here? It's a long way. I suspect we want an exit for the rubber. Just trying to work out where I want to put it. I could do something like this, just hang another one off here. I don't think this gets to go very often anymore because it's reliant upon the acid gas. It needs 100 acid gas, and as you can see, it takes a long time for that to fill up now. Kind of disappointing. Alright, I think the rail plan is good. So we'll come down here, we'll throw yet another line up. By good, I mean it's good enough. It's not that great, but it will do. So we're going to need this arrangement. Signal here, there. There and there, that should work. And a request to stop. And we're out of electronic circuits, interestingly enough. Or I could just simplify this. Well, I mean, we may have additional rubber sources in the future. Because there's more than one way to make rubber. Liquid rubber, you can make it from resin as well if you had an overflowing quantity of resin. Doesn't seem that likely. This is unlikely to be our only source of rubber throughout the whole game, so probably the empty train concept is still the best one for us to use here. Which would mean we may as well have one of these guys. And instead of going into a box up here, we need some more of the basic belts. Might just grab them directly. Now, at the rate this is building up, I don't expect us to have enough for a train anytime soon. So I'm going to have to either set this up so that a partial train load can be deployed, or if not a partial train load is deployed, just force a train to go in the first instance, something like that. It's kind of silly using express inserters. But we'll use them anyway. So I need a new train. We need electronic circuits. How are we doing for time? We're so close to yellow, but we are also basically at time that yellow may end up going into the next episode. Okay, I need engines. It'll be quite a lot over if I force them into this episode. We also need steel plate, okay. Two locomotives, cargo wagon, we need some iron. 1, 2. How is our power doing now? It's doing okay. Locomotives. I really should put in another here, which would be controlled by our combinator, our special fuel combinator, so that my short trains that I'm using here can get refueled automatically. I could do that now, possibly. That's the train config reader. I think it has to be up here. It's only activated when the train actually pulls in. So what I might do is, manual. What's this called? Refuel, that's right. Add station, refuel. Wait, condition, circuit condition, just go. So that's our thing. It's basically, I want this one here to be a 3. That'd be the easiest way of doing this, I think. Yes, we have a special condition when the second locomotive is in position that equals 3. That's activate, so it should be deactivated at the moment. Hard to see the light, but it should be deactivated. And otherwise you need to pick up from there and drop off there. There you go, it's not putting any in. But now this stop will work properly for our short trains. Right, I guess you're as full as you're going to be, and so are you. Bit of a hodgepodge. Let's go to one of these recently vacated stops. I need to be able to make 2 of these. Oh, I already had one. Now I've got 4. Shortcut. Okay, we don't actually need to make this longer, but I will. Actually, no, it was already the right length, I think. So you are going to be empty rubber. Empty item equals rubber. And you are going to be rubber supply. You can go to empty rubber until circuit condition, and then go to rubber supply until circuit condition. Has it registered you as being there? I'm not sure. Yes, it has. You can see right there. Right. Well, I'm going to use this train actually to go to our new stop. Frederick, what is it? No, we'll just do it this way. Why are you guys banking up? Because we don't have any available according to that. Is that correct? Yes, getting close, and over here also getting close, but what is the problem? This looks interesting. Sulfuric wastewater can't empty. So these aren't processing. That's kind of bad. That's very annoying, in fact. Oh, while I was looking at that, we've been brought back to here. That was very silly. I'll worry about that other problem very soon. No wonder we have energy. Endless balancing act. This game, an endless balancing act. Okay, stop, please. Yeah, that's going to take a while. All right. The actual wiring condition that we want here . Now that we're filling this up anyway, would be what? 8,000. So if rubber, if I can find it again, there it is. If rubber is less than 8,000, sorry, not is less than, is greater than or equal to 8,000, set a P. And then we need to create new, this basically, rubber, empty wagon. Actually, I wonder if we have rubber in TSM somewhere. Probably not. No. Alright, so what we did originally was fine. If so, we want empty rubber. Full. Rubber, rubber. Rubber supply. Empty, that will do. So this one will be if trains on the way is less than P, then set rubber, empty train. We don't have a P though. What are you up to? You'll get there. I'm going to run back to where we actually want this train. How are we doing for time? We're over time. I'll just set up the rubber train and then we'll call the episode and we will finally get yellow science. Not this episode, but the next episode. Although we still have one more thing to deal with. So yeah, this one can order in rubber as well. No reason not to. If rubber is less than what, 4,000 maybe. There it is. Rubber is less than 4,000. Set an output P. Not P. Damn it. And now I've just thrown it away. At least we didn't get a train ordered, but it's probably sitting in here. Actually, no, it would cancel itself now, because that's what happens. How is it that I can no longer fit all this stuff again? Alright, let's try that again. Okay, if rubber is less than 4,000, this one has to be Q, not P. Much better. Okay, and this one is if trains on the way is less than Q, then give me rubber, rubber. Done. There it is. Could fix the train station's name, but never mind. We'll fix up the rest of this, get the wire that we need sorted, and all the other things in the next episode. Thanks for joining me for this one. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye for now.